with the other person and then had came back, I think they realized, oh no, we really ain't gonna be nothing more than friends, and so now they don't even want to like shit on Instagram. It's cute though. But so and so was a quick learner though, cause the other joint took like. Yo. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. A bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Why isn't your music playing? A bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Who's here? Is anybody here? Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. Hello, beautiful people. Let me let them know I'm live on, what's that? Oh, Twitter. Yeah. I was like, what is it called? What's it called? Hold up. How do I do this? Oh, well, whatever. How do I do this? Oh, well, whatever. I'll do it. Hello, 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 hello. How is everyone doing? I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you are all doing well. My hands feel dry. Let me put some shea butter on that. How are you guys doing this fine? Is it Wednesday? I don't even know what day of the week it is. I'm just, ugh. What day of the week is it? Malika, I'm doing well. How are you, sweetie? I'm doing very good. Thank you for asking. Law River, what's up, sweetie? You look good. You look blessed. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Well, I can't see you, but I assume you look good and you look blessed. Doing well. Just finished work. Perfect timing. Okay. Lily, what's up? Oh, it's Thursday. See? I don't even know what day of the week it is. I don't even know what day of the week it is. That's the luxury of working for yourself, though. I literally don't. Unless I have an appointment, I normally don't keep up with the days, nor the time, really. But how have you guys been? Has life been treating you kindly? What's up, Vicky? Has life been treating you kindly? I am exhausted. Y'all, I got to tell you, 2 nights ago, I woke up to get Papo ready for his, mid-morning, I guess you want to call it, bathroom break. And it was around like 2 something in the morning, like 2:45, 2:47. I get him up. Now, this is my first time, okay? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this puppy parent stuff out, okay? So he comes out, he pees on his pee pad, okay, cool. And then he starts trying to poop. But like it's like first it's just kind of like a little leaky, and then it's like nothing is coming out. But then I look back there and I can see that something had pushed halfway out. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, are you constipated? I said, maybe mommy can help. So I'm thinking I'm helping. So I grab a little wipe and I'll go to grab the poo and like pull it. My man he screamed like, ow! And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong? What did I do? And this man starts walking off the pee pad. still in the poop position, yelping and screaming. And I'm looking at him like, oh my God. So the first thing that came in my mind, I was like, oh my God, maybe he pushed his anus out his butt. Maybe he pushed his shit inside out because he was straining too hard, and I grabbed it and pulled it. I said, did I pull your asshole? I'm so sorry. So I'm panicking. I'm like, oh my God. He's just like, ew, ew, ew. But he's still in the poop position. He's like walking around like that, looking up at me like, do something, bitch. And I'm like, this is my first time. So I start panicking. So I grab my phone, like, I'm looking up emergency vet centers. Okay, I get that pulled up, get that pulled in, put in my GPS. Then I'm running around trying to grab a bra, trying to throw some clothes on. And meanwhile, right before I started doing all that, I had put him in the carrier because I was like, okay, I just threw him in the carrier because I keep a carrier packed. And, just in case we got to go somewhere quick. So I was like, okay, boom, I just threw him in the carrier and I was ready to run out the door. He in there yelping. Whole time I'm running around trying to get the directions, trying to get clothes on and stuff like that. All of a sudden, this dude get quiet. I'm still just like, right? And I look over, he done shit in the carrier. And now he's sniffing it. Now he's good. Like, my man is good. And this is where I learned the first lesson of, I guess you call them doo-doo boogers. I don't know, because dogs, especially if they have like liquidy, if their poop is liquidy sometimes, it'll like get stuck in their fur if you don't clean properly. I thought I was cleaning properly. Apparently I wasn't. And my man basically had a butt plug back there. So that's the reason why his poop wasn't coming out. So I had to cut the shit out of his fur. I had to literally cut the shit out of his fur, clean his little butthole all up, make sure. Now I'm overly making sure. Oh, thank you, Wondering Sprinter. Now I'm overly making sure that he's clean back there. I know he probably be like, oh, here this bitch come. As soon as he poop, I'll be on his ass with wipes. Getting up in there, because what we not finna do is have that happen again. Bro, I was traumatized for like 2 days. I'm just getting over it. This man, he was chill. As soon as he pooped in the carrier, he was good. He was good. I'm thinking, I literally thought that I had like grabbed his sphincter or something and pulled it. I thought I gave that baby a hernia. I was like, why are you walking like that? He over there listening to me right now. He like, this bitch always telling my business when she on the phone. But he literally, bro, like I don't understand why he was still in the poop position, but he was like walking, and that shit was scaring me. So I started walking away from him. I was like, what you got going on? I didn't know what was finna. I thought my dog was finna turn into something. I didn't know. Okay, I did not know. I was unaware. Whoo, child. When they say raising a puppy is like raising a child or an infant, they were not lying, okay? They were not lying. They were not lying at all, guys. This shit is too much. It's too much. Nah, I love my baby though, but man, that was a hell of a ordeal, and I don't think I've slept properly since. I just don't think I have not slept properly since. Hey, what's up, Queen Marion? What's up? But y'all, so what has been going on in Thai GL Miss Universe land? Like, there is so much going on. First and foremost, let me talk about the Miss Universe thing and get that out the way. Now, I have always been very open about my opinion when it comes to pageantry and beauty contests and stuff like that. I think that any woman, and I'm just being honest, I think that any woman that enters into these beauty contests and these beauty pageants, you have to have a certain level of self-awareness to know that you are 100% being judged on your looks, everything superficial, how much you can sell. Are you marketable? And that's it. They don't care about your soul. They don't care about your spirit. They don't care about your mind. They are not there to protect you or your legacy. They are not there to help build you up. They are not. That's what they say. They have to say that. But the truth of the matter is they are banking on how bankable you are. That's all that you should be taking away from this. Use those platforms, get your crown, and you go do what queens do. You build for yourself. You create your empire. But a lot of these women who are going in there hoping and thinking that these these giants, these industry giants, these beauty industry giants aren't there to just gobble you up, swallow you whole, and spit you out. Like, that's what they do. That's what they do. Now, that is not me defending anything that Nawat said or did. I don't have a clear understanding 100% on what he said because I'm getting conflicting stories and conflicting perspectives. But I will say this. We know that he has a terrible relationship with the women around him. All of them. Even the ones he's made uber successful and uber wealthy, like Ingfa and Charlotte. He has had his moments with every single last one of these women, multiple moments with Charlotte. We already know. We've seen Sorty, multiple moments with We already seen how that goes. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he is an asshole. He's an asshole. And he should be held accountable for what he says and does. However, let's stop acting like he's an anomaly and not the standard. The same people, like that Raul guy, I did some research, the same shit that they're trying to call Nawat out for, like everybody in that industry, including the people that's calling him out, are guilty of what they are calling him out for. Again, does not excuse what's happening in these industries or in the beauty industry. But again, I ask you women that support these things, and that participate in these things, you have to have a certain level of toughness, right? And self-awareness that beyond your beauty, they don't care about you. Like, I need y'all to understand that because I feel like there's a disillusion that people outside of it would be a wonderful world that we lived in if everyone cared about everyone, if everyone was considerate of everyone, but then we would not be in the world that we are in right now. To expect these people who, at the end of the day, when they look at you, all they see is dollar signs, to expect these people to respect you, to expect these people to understand you, to expect these people to be compassionate and considerate towards you, is crazy to me. Yes, this blew up because it got caught on camera. I agree, because you think that that's the first time that he or any of these, man, I can only imagine the conversations that happen behind closed doors with these people talking to these women when ain't no cameras there. I'm telling you, it's very unfortunate. Like I said, all these women deserve respect. But I'm also not going to not hold, y'all know how I am. I'm devil's advocate. You have to hold yourself accountable to a certain extent. No, MGI's reputation, MGI is what, 13 years old now? MGI's reputation has been preceding itself. Anyone who is still participating in Miss Grand and now Miss Universe Thailand or anything associated with that, you have to understand that stop acting like y'all surprised by the scandals is what I'm trying to say. Please stop acting like y'all are surprised by who this man is, how this man conducts his business. And here's the thing. He has consistently shown who he is, and yet he keeps making huge business strides. So who do we blame? Do we hold him accountable? Absolutely. But we also need to hold accountable the people around him and the companies that still continue to do business with him. Because I remember when Miss Universe and Miss Grand Thailand was beefing hard. I mean, Miss MGI. I remember the graphics for, I think it was year. So what was that? 23? I think for the year 23, they had a graphic where the MGI came in and like stumped on the U of the M. It was like MU, and then the GI came and like crushed it. Like it was like there was like real beef. Madam Finn, that's another part of the story too. We always make jokes that Madam Finn, disappeared because she kissed Charlotte, and Fa wasn't having that. But the truth of the matter is, the real truth, the real story behind the scenes was that Madam Finn started. I think she got a contract or something, like all alleged. This is all alleged because I don't know 100%, but this is what during my research I found. Allegedly, she got a contract with Miss Universe, and as a sponsor, and he ain't like that because he was like, blood in, blood out, I guess, with him. Like, he's gang. He was like, not know what I'm talking about. He was like, allegedly, he was like, no, you can only sponsor with me. I only want you to work with me, blah, 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 blah. And that's why their contract lapsed. So, even with the Madam Finn joint, because Madam Finn was Wink White before Wink White was Wink White. And now, it's Lyman. Lyman be lining them up, don't it? For England. But anyway, it was I was very surprised when the announcement was made in the first place that Nawat was doing anything with Miss Universe and that they were doing anything with him. So it was very interesting. Nawat made global news. Because this is not Miss Grand anymore. This ain't, no disrespect to Miss Grand, because Miss Grand was still one of the biggest pageants in the world, but this is Miss Universe, okay? Like, Miss Universe is like the biggest, it's the biggest one. So he was on global news. But here's the thing, again, like I said, I am not making excuses for how women are treated in the beauty industry, but I also need women to wake up and stop acting like they're walking in with this shit, like eyes closed and naive, and they just, oh my God, they literally only judged me for my looks in a beauty contest. They don't care about my heart or my soul. It's a beauty contest. They don't give a shit beyond what they can see. You see what I'm saying? So, again, hold yourself accountable and realize, what are you expecting them to judge you on? Like, you're going into a beauty contest and then you get surprised when they treat you like you're just an object. It's an objectifying career field from the jump, sweetheart. That's the point, is that they're literally judging you based on what you look like, how much you weigh, whether or not your knees are knobby, whether or not your feet too long, whether or not your left nostril bigger than your right nostril. It's superficial and it's petty, but it is what it is. Oh, child, the video of him crying was... He is allegedly, I don't know how it works. I'm just going to say allegedly after everything. Allegedly, he is a very ugly crier. Allegedly. Oh, child. Like, I saw all the little plastic and stuff. I just saw his little mask. Ooh. Oh, it wasn't pretty. The crowd was like, I can't even make the face. I don't know. Like, my man cried. Like, that's how you cry? That's like, I don't know. Because I guess when some people cry really hard, I guess their face can contort like that. But like, he shouldn't have been crying that hard at a press conference. Like, when you crying at a press conference, see, this is the thing. Where's the PR at? Where's the PR at? Because here's the thing, right? When you do a public apology, the point is not to sob. No one ever believes that. If you're doing, like, if I did something wrong and I had to do a public apology, I would not be sitting there like, and guys, I want you to know. Because it's too hard to tell when you're sobbing, when you're fake sobbing. And the reason what I mean for that is there are certain like uncontrollable breaks that you take. Like, when you're actually crying for real and you're trying to talk at the same time, there is a natural off rhythm, off beat, so to speak, that people can who know what real crying sound like like voice analysts and stuff like that. Like, they can tell, like, nah, this motherfucker, they fraudulent, they lying. But when you gotta do the Denzel cry. Whenever I used to get in trouble when I was younger, I never did like the overly dramatic shit. I would just sit there and I would make the single tears come out with a straight face. And then they would be like, why are you crying? And I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it. See, that's how you see what you got to do. That's how you got to do that. Just like, when you get in trouble, you got to silent cry. Make it seem like you holding yourself back, like you were constraining yourself. Thank you, Dimples. Like, you constraining yourself. And then when somebody, they be like, so why you crying, right? Because they still accusatory. That's when you can be like, don't even worry about it. Don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Nah. Tell me what's it. And then now you got them focused on you. And now it turns into a therapy session instead of what? Instead of a discipline session. See what I'm saying? That's how I used to manipulate when I was younger. I'm just saying, a little lesson for you. But I am so just, the backlash he's getting, he deserves. Even if this situation, because like I said, I've heard a couple of conflicting versions of what he actually said and what actually happened. But I will tell you this. He is petty. He is disrespectful. And it is time for him to be held accountable regardless of how much money he has. However, he has a lot of money. And this will all be forgotten by this time next week. This will all be forgotten this time next week. This man has done so many things to try to keep a record of everything that he's done. You would run out of paper. Yes, of course I think so. The most that they did was ban him from the little events, and you can still see he's still posting about it and everything like that. It's like it doesn't even matter. You have to understand, with the amount of money, I know y'all still live in a world where you think right is right, righteous is righteous, justice is justice, people gonna be held accountable. I'm telling you right the fuck now, if you have money, you are righteous, you are justice, you are whatever you want to fucking say you are. Y'all it's just that simple. And you got to think about it. This man went it was literally like a year's time between him dissing in Miss Universe and then being made like the regional director of Southeast Asia over Miss Universe, not just Thailand. And to be perfectly honest, wasn't nobody talking about Miss Universe like this. This man whatever he did, it sure as hell brought some global attention. Nobody's been talking this much about Miss Universe since I don't even know when. When the last time you done woke up in every country around the world talking about Miss Universe? One thing he's always been good at is generating some public opinion and generating some publicity. We know that. Now, I'm not saying that he deliberately did this as a stunt to get their attention, but what I'm saying is one thing homie know how to do. He's Kris Jenner. He know how to capitalize on a motherfucking moment. He knows how to capitalize on a moment. And this is bringing so much attention because now people going to be paying attention to the pageant just to see who going to win, how things going to continue to play out. Is everybody on the staff like that? Is it a whole corrupt thing? People love a good conspiracy, beauty, corruption, and lesbians. Child, people tune the fuck in now. They are tuned the fuck in now. We love some telenovelas. Listen, he's very strategic. He always has been. And I've always said that. I tell people this all the time. I have a love-hate relationship with him. It's like a like-hate relationship with him because while I do not like him as a person at all, I think he's an asshole. I think that he leaves very much to be desired in the way of his character, allegedly, based on what I know and what I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always said his business acumen, though, is crazy. Because with everything that he's done and all of the scandals he's had and all of the bad business deals or burnt relationships and burnt bridges he's had over the years in the industry, homie still can make shit move and shake. He literally went 1 year from dissing Miss Universe to the next year partnered and then the Southeast Asian director over the whole shit. Like, Teflon the Watt, listen, the twat. The twat is what I like to call him. I call him the twat because he's like a pussy. I call him the twat because he's like a pussy. But yo, I have not watched Claire Bell yet. I am definitely about to. That's what I'm gonna do when I get back into today. After I run some errands, I'm gonna come back and then I am going to get on Twitch, guys. Yay! I know, fucking finally, right? I'm gonna be on Twitch, so y'all stay tuned for that. But I definitely want to watch Claire Bell. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in the mix right now. I want to stay up to date with that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and watch Claire Bell for shizzle. I know we miss your series reactions. I do too, yo. I do too. So they come back today. What did you think about Juan's 12-page statement? But why the fuck would I read anything? I have no idea what y'all talking about. Let me tell you something. When it comes to 9 Star and Fayoko and anything else going on like that, when I tell you I'm completely tapped out, I'm completely tapped out. Not that I don't still support Fi, not that I don't support Yoko, as long as it ain't got nothing to do or affiliated with 9 Star in any way. But I'm y'all not tired? I am exhausted. That shit wore me out a while ago, bitch. I just can't. I'm an Aquarius. First of all, I was very surprised by how much time I dedicated to it in the first place. Because as an Aquarius, I'd be like gung-ho for some shit, and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. 2 motherfucking hours later, I'd be like, bitch, and I'm done. I'm tired. So I don't know what the fuck Juan talking about. Don't care what she talking about. Ain't read. No, I definitely wouldn't read 12 pages of nothing that bitch dropped. Oh, she put out a statement. She basically put out a statement. She blamed everything on Fi. So you ain't missing that. She put out a statement. Yo, she said, I'm writing you a 4-page letter, and I sealed it with a kiss. Like, shorty is going. Listen, they tried to say, look, the same day that, or same week and same day that Fi dropped her trailer for her new shit, and she was out there doing her little runway joint out in Dubai. I think she was at. Just shorty, just all over the place. Just everybody wants shorty to come holler at them. And they tried to do the little stalking joint. That didn't work. So now you want to drop a 12-page. Listen, shorty, listen. Anybody that's convinced by that letter, listen. The same people that could be convinced by whatever. I ain't even read the letter. I don't need to read the letter. I've read her character a long time ago. She didn't change in 4 months. I'm telling you, anybody convinced by anything that shorty say in that letter, you would vote for Trump. You think that Trump's making America great again. As you are actively losing your benefits. You are, as you are actively running out of your SNAP, your Medicaid, your school funding, your fucking trash man ain't coming to pick you up no more because we ain't got no money for waste management and sanitation. Water tasting funny because ain't nobody out, ain't no regulatory agencies out there to go and make sure that the water quality assurance, fuck all that. We don't need that, right? You got planes crashing, FDA recalling everything because ain't nobody in the field testing shit because we don't need to test shit, right? Medical bills going out their ass because now they ain't putting caps on shit. But you know what though? America is great. This is the best economy we've ever had right now, even though this is the first time since he was in office the last time that we done had more people who need a job than jobs actually available, because this motherfucker not just firing people, but he getting rid of positions. If you read that letter and you was convinced by anything she said, yeah, that's called an Aquarius rant. See how I brought it right back? If you read that letter and you believe anything she said, you the type of motherfucker that would have voted for Trump. Again, right now. Right now. Right now. Right now. You see what I'm saying? What shows are you watching right now? Right now, I'm watching Poisonous Love, Dangerous Queen, Design, Love Design. And that's it. I mean, just finished Only You. I haven't started, what's that show they got? My Safe Zone. I haven't started that one yet. Oh, just finished Somewhere Somehow. Loved it. Poisonous Love, we need a reaction. Oh, I can't wait to react to Poisonous Love. Poisonous Love is my shit. Pat and Prim, listen, Pat and Prim are my babies. What are your thoughts about Dangerous Queen? It's alright, man. I think, like I said, when I talked about it on my YouTube, I think y'all hyped it up a little bit. Y'all sized it. Because if you really look at it, it's actually a very problematic storyline. And I noticed that and this is actually a great segue into what else I wanted to talk about, but I think it's very problematic that a lot of times we will make allowances for characters to do certain things as long as they're same sex. They're same, gender, woman loving woman or boy loving boy. And that makes me a little concerned because, when I watched the storyline for Dangerous Queen, if you just took her and made her Dangerous King and made her a man, like that, the part that really disturbed me was the moment when they was in the supply closet. If you haven't watched Dangerous Queen, then you might want to turn off. But when they literally was like in the closet and she just told Shorty that she'd have been taken advantage of and everything like that by all these men. They done forced themselves on her. She been sold by her mama to the gambling den. Like, it's so much going on. And then she was like, she was like, I'm gonna kiss you. She was like, but I didn't give you permission. And then she did it anyway. And she was like, bro, why would you do that? I just told you about how all these other people done violated me. And I was like, man, if she was a dude, y'all would not be sitting there rooting for them to be together after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't. If she was a dude, y'all would not be rooting for them to be together. So I'm not rooting for them to be together. I'm sorry. Like, I can't get into it because the storyline is too jacked up. See, I'm an equal opportunity person. Because I don't believe that there should be a difference between how women do stuff and men do stuff, or women and men, heterosexual, gay, lesbian, whatever. Everybody should be, consenting adults. You see what I'm saying? And that leads me into that new, who is it? Her name is like Pan, son, I don't know, Pun. But she got a new partner named Eileen, and it's apparently they're like 16 and 25. Now, let me explain something to you. 16 and 25 is not weird in the sense for acting together in Hollywood. So Mila Kunis was 14 when she was kissing Ashton Kutcher, and he was 18, 19. Allison, the Pretty Little Liars, and Shay Mitchell, 14 and 22. When Shay Mitchell was making out with Allison on Pretty Little Liars, that girl was 14 years old. This is the problem with the Thai geo industry, is that y'all expect them to ship them together, because nobody had a problem with Shay Mitchell and whatchamacallit doing their thing. Peterson, that girl Peterson, doing their thing. Nobody had a problem with Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Well, technically, Mila Kunis lied about her age, and then we found out later, but now they married, so I guess it's supposed to be all right. I don't know. But either way, this shit, no, it shouldn't have been okay. Oh, even, what was it, Runaways? Remember when Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning was like 17, and Kristen was in her like mid-20s or something like that, or late 20s. Listen, the problem isn't their age gap. The problem is that y'all want to ship them. This is what we've been talking about when we say the toxicity inside of the Thai geo industry is bred into it. Now, this woman out here fighting for her life. She is out here fighting. And I see some of y'all are my mutuals, and y'all might not agree with me. But this is the problem. There is actually nothing wrong with her acting with a 16-year-old, because this is what she does. This is why child actors and actresses have advocates in the industry, and they have overseers in the industry and they have parents, hopefully, that are right there in the industry watching over them. Why do you think McCoy stays with even though is already 23? Why do you think she been with that girl the way she been with that girl? Because she grew up in the industry, and she knew that she needed to stick as close as she could to her baby, because if given the chance, the industry will exploit your child. But at the same time, that's why you as the parent need to be there to protect your child and educate your child on how to stand for themselves and how to be strong within themselves. Not every child actor gets taken advantage of, but it's very toxic to you guys that she's 25 and it's going. She said, bro, we ain't gonna do nothing. That's just my sister. And see, that's the problem. Y'all want every single last one of these women to actually be going together in real life. And look at what you've done. Now, this woman is just trying to act. Now, y'all about to put a bad brand and a bad label on Shorty's name and call her a P3DO because she's just acting. Thank you, Law River. Appreciate you. She's acting. She doesn't want to be with that girl. That girl don't want to be with her. They in two different mind frames, bro. She's just trying to graduate high school and act while she graduating high school. People do it all the time here in the United States. And it's so weird that y'all are like, nah, this ain't, that inherently, that is what's wrong with every single fandom in the Thai GL world. It's an inherent toxic trait of Thai GL fandom in general. It's weird that y'all want all of these women to be together. And that's the reason why these fandoms be going so hard in support, but also be going so hard on the toxic side, because y'all are trying to force something that's not there. Y'all trying to live vicariously through these women, and you're mad at the fact that you can't ship a 25-year-old with a 16-year-old. I told y'all not to do it. I told y'all not to do it when I found out how old what's her name is? Pat, the one that plays Pat on Poisonous Love. When I found out she was 19, I was like, man, don't ship her with Shorty. I don't care. Listen, and 19 is legally an adult. I still was like, nah, I don't do it. Because, man, it's just stop. These women are just acting. But you know what? Hopefully, I look forward to seeing them act together and do things. And I hope that it forces the narrative for people to understand that this is just acting. These women do not go home together at night. These women ain't laid up in the same bed with each other. They're not secretly dating and just keeping it from you because they wanted to be private, not secret. Listen, if you everybody is gonna be English. I know y'all want you. Listen, and it's so funny because y'all swear y'all hate English so much and y'all sick and tired of us using them as the measuring stick. But every single time English do something, y'all want y'all faves to do the same thing so y'all can prove that y'all faves is as real as English. Stop that shit, baby. Everybody, English was lightning in the bottle. English is not a Thai GL. They weren't created through workshops and chemistry tests and all that other bullshit. It's just not the same. Appreciate your pair. Whoever your bias is, appreciate them. But please stop assuming that these women go together. Because and this will always be my standard, until they come out their mouths and say it with their own mouths, you can never believe that they either had been in a relationship or they have feelings for each other. All right? Ingfa and Charlotte have sat down several times and spoke about actually being in love with each other and trying to be in a romantic relationship. Until any of them other GL couples sit down and do the same thing, don't talk to me about nobody being real. And this is just me keeping it a buck with y'all. Don't talk to me about nobody being real. We can sit, we can ship, we can do it. I tell you all the time, do it cautiously. Have fun with it. It's just a hobby. Don't actually be trying to dig deep into these women's lives and see what you think you're going to see, because you're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to get your feelings hurt. You look for dirt, you're going to find dirt. You're going to get your feelings hurt. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Nikki, do you think that the industry itself wants and works towards fans to react this way? Yes. Here's the thing. It's very deliberate. Okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Thai GL industry, because, I've been doing a little bit of research. Y'all know I'm a historian. So I started doing a little documentative research about the Thai GL industry and comparing it to Tinseltown or Hollywood here in the United States. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I could compare an era of American Hollywood to where Thai GL industry is right now, they are in the golden era, which was basically the 30s through the 60s in the United States. So all the movies and shit like that came out during the 30s and the 60s, that was the golden era. Right now, the Thai GL industry is in its golden era, so to speak. And so if you don't know anything about that time and that era in Hollywood, they actually used to manufacture couples, right? So they would take two people, like a Clark Gable and whoever else, right? And they would put them together in all these shows, in all these movies, like Doris Day and what was his name? I don't know. My mom knows all the people. But anyway, they would take pairings and they would keep them together because they would be like, people like to see them. So essentially they would be like, GL or BL pairs, but they would be like heterosexual, right? But a lot of them people was gay, but they would make you believe that these people go together even some of them. And they also lied like hard body about their real life relationships. Like in real life, I'm talking about like they was making up marriages. They was Rock Hudson was super famous for that. Rock Hudson, who was considered like one of the heartthrobs, but he also was one of the first ones to come out and admit that he was gay and everything like that because he died of AIDS, and it was a whole big thing. He really put a face on it, on the AIDS epidemic. But when Rock Hudson was in the industry, everybody was just like, he was the Bachelor, da 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 da. He made up 2 wives and a dead son, 2 dead wives and a dead son, just so people would back up off of him, and so he didn't have to answer questions about his relationship. So don't believe when these women say they're single, they are absolutely lying. They are not single. They're lying to protect what they have, though. Because what was that one actress, y'all? I think she was from GMM TV. I could be wrong, but she came out and apologized because her boyfriend died just recently, early this year, just a few months ago. And Shorty came out and apologized because that's how her fans found out that she wasn't dating her on-screen partner. I was like, y'all have got to be... These are actresses. These are actresses. I felt so bad. Like, my heart really went out to Shorty. She was crying and apologizing because her boyfriend died. And that's how people found out that she was not straight, or that she was straight. And then they started to berate her and say she was queer baiting. I can't with y'all. I can't keep up. I can't. So y'all want every person who plays a gay person to actually be gay in real life? Because there's mad gay people that play straight in the industry all the time. Would you like for them to be straight in real? Like, that's weird to me. So anybody who plays anything other than what they actually are in real life is queer baiting? I thought it was just acting. So what we need to do, and I'm hoping, like, with this whole situation with this pun chick and her having a 16-year-old partner, I hope people can recognize and understand these are just actors and actresses, and they don't need for you to imagine them in a real life relationship. This is great for the industry, because then people will stop trying to put people together just because they have good chemistry on screen. These women are acting. They don't got shit to do with each other once they say cut. And just because they get on stage and they flirt with each, bro, y'all, if you gonna go into the Thai industry, understand and know what the hell you going into. Like, a lot of people just be up in this joint just hopping in all willy-nilly and then start accusing and attacking the culture. I did the same thing. I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience. This is not me speaking condescendingly or from judgment. This is me speaking from experience. I did the same thing. When I first came in, I was using my American brain, my U.S. brain, and my Western civilization brain to try to translate culturally the things that I was seeing. So a lot of stuff was cringe. A lot of stuff was weird. A lot of stuff was corny. A lot of stuff seemed naive and deliberately underage to me. And I was like, what is this going on? But then I realized that there's an innocence that is written throughout Asian culture history, especially when it comes to women and the way they act and everything like that. And there was a lot of things that I had to introduce myself to in order, and then going to Thailand really helped as well. You know what I mean? If you're going to do it right. Immerse yourself in a culture and educate yourself instead of just, flat out judging it. And so while I do think that it gives pause to people when they hear an age gap like 25 and 16 acting as love interest, that's weird. It's only weird because y'all actually want them to go together in real life. Nobody thought it was weird when Shay Mitchell and that Peterson girl, Allison, and what was her name on what was Shay's name on Pretty Little Liars? It was Allison and what was it? But whatever. Emily, yeah, Emerson. Yeah, Emerson. The Emerson, yeah. People, now, mind you, Shorty never looked 14. Because I remember watching Pretty Little Liars. That was my show. And I was like, when I found out that she was 14, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Shay out here kissing a baby. I was like, oh my God. But again, that's the industry. 22 and 14. 22 and 14. And then nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because nobody was actually expecting them to be together in real life outside of the show. So yeah, Sasha, that's her name, Sasha. So I need y'all to understand and respect that these women are not doing anything that they're not doing in Hollywood. Only difference is the reason why it's weird to y'all is because you would like to be able to ship them. There is nothing P3DO about a 25-year-old actress and a 16-year-old actress acting in an acting environment that's safe, legal, overseen, produced. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't just them grabbing a camera and going out in the backyard with Shorty and being like, all right, now kiss her. Like now that is illegal. Okay, and that is why the FBI be on people's computers. All right, you better delete that Kit Kat before they be on your ass. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. The fact of the matter is, it is a controlled environment. And like I said, it happens in every other film industry in the world. That's why they have advocates. That's why they choreograph. I remember when Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning were talking about it, because Dakota Fanning was underage, when they did the love scene and stuff like that, like they have to stop and pause and make sure her hand goes here or her hand is there. And there's literally it's crazy the way that they have to do it. But I promise you, in a industry that does tend to exploit children the way that they do, there are also a ton of fail safes that have been put into practice because children have been taken advantage of so unfortunately and thoroughly throughout the years. You know what I mean? But I think, again, that if you're approaching this from an acting standpoint and you're looking at this, you see a 16-year-old and a 25-year-old, you understand that all they are doing is acting, that it's not going beyond what they're doing on the screen, and everybody has to sign off on what's happening. I agree. It still gives you pause to think, but that's still a 16-year-old and they actually have to kiss and not everything like that. Like, but that's why there's contracts, and that's why there's overseers, and that's why there's parents, and that's why there's certain ages that they're not allowed to do that at, and da. Like, there are a huge, but I don't know what the child labor laws are in the media industry in Thailand, though. That's something else that you have to take into consideration, guys, that we do not know. We do not know what the Thai child labor laws are for industry work. So that's another thing that you have to take into consideration, is with everything going on, like, I can't speak on what is allowed and what isn't allowed. But if their kisses are going to be anything like Only You, then they'll be fine. I mean, you got two grown ass women that act like they can't kiss each other. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I probably won't watch the show though. I'm not even gonna hold you. I probably won't watch the series. I had a hard enough time getting over the age gap with Blank, and that age gap was deliberately brought to our attention because it was a part of the storyline. And it was like, duh, you know what I'm saying? But once we were able to get over it, we ended up with something amazing. I don't know if I'll be able to do that with this, because I know Shorty 16. Like, when I found out about Mila, I'm not gonna hold you. When I found out about Mila Kunis, it was after the show had aired, that 70s show. When I found out about Allison, it was after her character had been gone. You know how her character had left? Like, she was there and then she left and went away, and then she came back intermittently and stuff like that. So by the time her character came back on the show, she was full grown, basically, and she was like an adult. But that's when I found out. But after that, it was kind of weird to go back and watch season 1 and be like, oh my God, you kissed her in the library and she was a baby. Like, oh my God. So I get the apprehension, but at the same time, I think it's wrong, because I see people actually like attacking the actress, the older actress, being like, nah, you shouldn't have signed up. You shouldn't have did this. You should have da. And I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. I think that's weird. I think it's weird to be like, oh, because, you know, when she signs on to the contracts, you also don't necessarily know who your partner is going to be. And then if that's who your partner is, you're going to take the opportunity away from the 16-year-old. When Becky and Freen started, Becky was like, because how old? Freen is what, 27 now? And Becky's what, 22, 21? So it's 5 years? Bro, wasn't Freen like 21? And Becky was like 16? Wasn't Becky like 16? Becky was not no damn 19. Y'all talking about Gap. This how I know y'all newcomers. Y'all talking about Gap. Bitch, I'm talking about when they were doing workshops and kissing when they first met from The Secret of Us. Or Secret of You. No. Secret Crush on You. When they first started acting together, Secret Crush on You, and doing workshops and kissing and everything like that, that girl was 16 years old. Thank you. She was 16. She was 16. I know she was 16. Y'all want to age her up so bad. Why? See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. When you start looking too deep into it, you start being like, oh, it was all a little weird, wasn't it? What we gonna say about the fact that Ling Ling met Orm when she was 16, and yeah, they didn't start acting together until she was 21, but they met, did acting classes together, everything like that, and then now it's like everybody like, oh my god, I love Ling Orm. Ling Orm has the biggest age gap in the industry. Well, now these chicks do, 25 and 16. Now they got the biggest age gap if they do go on to be successful. But right now, Ling and Orm got the biggest age gap, don't they? I don't think there's anybody else with a bigger age gap than Ling and Orm. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate you. Thank you. The GL industry is on the rise, so this is the exposure for both actresses too. Exactly. Even Ling was like, that was a big age gap. She did say that. Ling said, she was like, bro, she was like, that's a wild. No, she said that's a wild age gap. That's how Ling was like, that was a wild age gap. She was like 24 and 16. It was like 24 and 17. She was like, that's a wild age gap. Yeah, that is a wild age gap. It was like 24 and 17. Ice and Marissa's like 11 years, I think. Are they still? Yo, Ice and Marissa, bro. Why didn't nobody see? Yeah, now see, I know y'all. That's right. When Ice and Marissa got paired together, wasn't Marissa like 18? It was like 18 and 31, bro. I swear to God, it was like 18 and 30. It was like 18 and 30. What show was 16 and 25? I don't even know the name of the actress. I know one of the actresses' name. The actress' name is like Pun and Eileen. And the show, I don't know what the name of the show is, but it's like they just been coupled together. Clarabelle is 19 and 28. God damn. 19? These little young ass baby, bro. 19? Jane at 19 and 25. That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, man. It's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just hate selective outrage. If you're going to be mad about it, be mad about it all the time with everybody. Be mad about it all the time with everybody. That's all I'm saying, bro. Yeah, honestly, the only ones who don't have an age gap, dead ass, are like Look Me and Sonya. They only, 2 months apart? They are so, they get on the same size shoes, same waist size, same bra size, same height. They get on my nerves, same age, 2 months apart. Acting in a series together, best friends in real life. Use the same towel, sleep in the same bed. Share the same room, even though y'all got plenty of money now to have your own rooms. That's just, they get on my nerves. Nikki, will you be reacting to In-Glass Lineman Live? Yeah, I mean, whoever captures some of the moments, of course. Of course, I always do. If she was 18, people wouldn't be concerned, and that's understandable. Yeah, because if she's 18, then she's considered an adult in most of the world. Although, to me, as long as you got teen in your age, you still a baby. That's just how I look at it. You're not an adult until you hit 20. But they say you an adult at 18, in some places 16, 17. So what do I know? The parents allowing all that. And that's something else you got to understand. This is the thing. Her parents, actually, I don't know, because I don't know how the child labor laws work in Thailand. But I will say this. In the U.S., somebody would have had to sign off on that. What's the legal age in Thailand, Nikki? Shit, I don't know. Because everybody I saw looked 12. At the strip club, at the regular, bro, there was dead ass, bro. I gotta see. If y'all would go watch the damn vlogs, I would have already put it. Bro, there was a dance battle between one of my homies, between Shawnee and a 10-year-old. This boy had he was like 9 years old, had full face makeup, came in with a pink a pink midriff, like a pink halter top with some barrel leg, wide leg, jeans on, and bitch was serving. I'm talking about leg up, head back, bitch was on the ground doing splits. I mean, Shawnee had to bust out the cry back. It was a lot going on. You can't ask me shit about the age of consent in Thailand, bro, because I honestly don't. Because where were his? It was like a Thursday. It was like a Thursday. But it was during Songkran, and I know that they take a few months off. You know, that's when they have a break and everything. But still, like, he ain't gotta go to daycare or something. Like, what do your kids do in Thailand? What do the babies do in Thailand when their parents at work? I don't know. But it was a lot going on out there. Don't ask. You asked me what the age of consent is in Thailand, and I'm gonna say talking. As soon as they can talk, as soon as them babies can talk and say yes or no, they be out there getting into it with a lot of stuff, bro. He was out. My man was dancing for tips, like he was getting it, like he was battling people. He was up on the stage, and it was alcohol, just be like wow, and people was drunk, and I was just like. I was recording. What good am I? What good am I? I always thought that if I was gonna be, always thought I would be like a champion for like human rights and stuff like that. And I feel like I am, but I don't know what the situation was. Maybe he was one of the owner's kids or something. And then I would have went and been like, hey, little boy, you ain't supposed to be here. Let me take you to the nearest orphanage or something. I don't know. What do you do in Thailand? I don't know where you take a child. Like, they're supposed to be at home. But he's in the club with makeup on doing dance battles with grown-ups. I don't know what to do in that situation. Thailand is a fun place, though. I will tell you, a fucking Thursday night. Fucking random Thursday night at 9 p.m., bitch. And the baby was out there getting it. And we out there egging them on, bro. Oh, just take me. Listen. Like, let me take you back to your mama. Meanwhile, the mama in the club like this, just getting it. Mama getting hers, too. Shit. I couldn't even begin to tell you what adult that boy came with. I don't even think he came with it. He just popped up in the club. And then there was a guy who, I don't know how he identified, so I'm just going to say a guy because I didn't have a conversation with him. But he was dressed like a girl, and he had go-go boots on, and he was getting it at one point. Him and the baby started battling, and it got heated. I was like he was really trying that. Like, that baby was taking his money, like, cause dude looked like he actually worked there to get that money. But the baby, everybody was so impressed with the baby, we out here giving the baby the money, and he was like, he came over that bitch like with his little I'm a single ladies outfit. That's what it looked like to me. But I was also kind of lit, so I can't remember everything. But man, listen. Still safer there than in any U.S. city, which is why I feel like he was out and comfortable. I feel like that's why he was out comfortable like that. Dead ass. There's like this uneasy security. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like this uneasiness of like late night in Bangkok, but like at the same time, it's like I also feel like it's safer than late night in like DC or New York or downtown Miami, South Beach, like, or LA or Chicago. So thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you, baby. I just looked it up, and the age of consent in Thailand is 15 years old. Voting 18, tobacco, alcohol 20. You can drive or motorcycle at 15, but car at 18. That'll do it. That'll do it. Because them babies was up in there. They be looking young, I'm trying to tell you. I be like, but everybody in Thailand, you know how it is. They say, you know how it is. They say that, most Asian people, and it's true. They say most Asian people look like they 10 until they 60, and then they look 80 for the rest of their life. I think that's a pretty fair draw. I feel like that's a pretty fair draw. I'll take it. I will take it. But I don't know. I'm excited. We got a lot of new series coming out soon, guys. Look at Whitney wearing the Whitney got the Thank you. You know I love the dragon. Bangkok was scary at night. Now, oh my god, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That was my favorite time to go out. First of all, that was the only time where you could go out and you wouldn't die from the heat. So the city comes alive at night. It was, bro. We was walking all up and through the streets. Like it was. Don't nobody bother you. Literally, don't nobody bother you. Nobody bothers you. Like we had fun. We had so much fun. Like we was out at 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. They literally do. I mean, I was literally. They had designated areas where you could smoke. And I was literally just standing outside the club because I didn't know where to go. I didn't feel like walking too far. And me and my people was just standing outside. We was just chiefing up. And the police walked right past, like walked right past us, looked over, nodded, and then kept going. I was like, because technically, like, it's like weed is like how it is here. Like, it's legal, but it's kind of like recreational, medicinal in certain areas, and then you gotta smoke in designated areas and stuff like that. But whoever listens, like the moment you say somebody can smoke weed, smokers are so disrespectful. The moment you say somebody can smoke weed, we be like, fuck all that. All your rules go out the window. We just start kicking shit out the way, moving, just rolling up. Thanks, man. Like, not in here. Oh, my bad. You need to be more specific. Bangkok is one of the safest, if not the safest place. Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I did not hear about crime when I was out there. I didn't see any. The only thing we saw was tourists. Let me tell you something about Asian people, y'all. Well, let me tell you something about Thai people. I know they may be some of the smaller ones, smaller Asian. One thing about Thai folks is they don't fuck around when you mess with one of theirs. There was like 2 or 3 instances where foreigners, Farang, right? And yeah, they was of European descent. Called themselves getting bucked during Songkran. And when I tell you, it don't matter who they was talking to, every Thai that was nearby would step up like, what's up? I mean, just ready. Like, didn't even, dude, not even, don't even care. It don't matter who you yelling at. Who the fuck you think? Like, one thing that I love about them, they take a lot of pride in their country, and they're not gonna let anybody just come there and just bulldog them and push them out the way. That's one thing I really do appreciate about them. And they said, and this is just me going based off of what some local Thai people told me. They love us, and by us I mean us, not Americans. They just love us, especially if we come there and we got money. They do not like Europeans, specifically. They gonna take your money. They'll take your money, but they don't necessarily care for y'all because they say that y'all rude, y'all have bad attitudes, and y'all come there acting like y'all own everything, and they don't necessarily like that. They don't like. I don't want to say too. I'm gonna say like that. There is a certain demographic of other type of Asian people that are kind of coming in and taking over, and they don't really necessarily care for that either. Because what they like is they like people to come in and observe their culture, learn their culture, but don't try to take from it and don't try to infiltrate it. You know what I'm saying? So if you can just come there and you just like are super enthusiastic about learning about the culture, embracing it without making a mockery of it or trying to act like you are a part of it now and shit like that. Like they love to teach people about Thai people love to teach people about Thai culture. And Thai culture is so beautiful and so rich and so full. Like you can learn forever, for real, because it's so ancient. You can learn so much and you can learn a lot. But it's just weird when people be trying to act like now they done learn a couple of things and now they be acting like, oh man, I'm tired now. And it's like, aight, bruh. Be like, aight, bruh. But Thai people are so sweet. They really are. Like, there was only like one person who had like an attitude, but Shorty worked at the mall. So I was like, I understood it. Listen, when I used to work at the mall, I had an attitude every day too. So like, I wasn't even, she worked at the currency exchange in the mall. So I was like, oh, I already know Shorty probably be getting it. So I said, I ain't even gonna mess with her. I said, she was like, she had a little attitude. She was like tossing my money, being all aggressive with it. I was like, I ain't even mad at you, shorty. Because you probably at the start of your shift. Like, she probably was at the beginning of her shift. Thai people are the best to party with because they like family. Nah, that's real. I went to Les High Bar while I was there a couple of times, and it was a good vibe. Although a fight did break out. Um, but it was a vibe. It was a vibe. One y'all saw one of them. I was with Juth, and then the second time I went back and it was with some other people and everything like that. And it was really fun though. It was really fun. It was fun. I went back and it was with some other people and everything like that. And it was really fun though. It was really fun. It was fun. Juvie.
Hey, sweetie. I'm dressed and getting ready to head out to Lowe's. I know the post office closes at 1, right?
No, it closes at 12.
Okay, well, I can go by there after 12. Then it doesn't open till 1, right?
Yeah, so you're gonna go to Lowe's first and then you're gonna come and get me and Papa, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
See you in a little bit.
Alright. Yeah, I did call you Juice. What's up? What's up? I was talking about how we had a good time at Les High Bar. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. I was like, Juice was out in the club. I had Juice in the club. What you talking about? When I come back out there again, I'm coming back out there in February. I'll come back out there in February, Juice. So we gotta go to the club again. You still got the boot? Man, please. I wore that joint for like 2 days. Man, listen, y'all gotta understand. If I broke some shit and it's not like hanging out or sticking out or fucked up, I'm just gonna rock with it. Listen, see? Broke this pinky. Listen, you can't even tell no more. You can't even tell no more. Look at that. See, look. Look. Never got it casted. Full range of motion, never lost anything. Everybody was like, oh no, it's gonna be all fucked up. Look at it. See? I healed like Wolverine. Fractured my ankle, but it wasn't poking out or rolled over or anything like that, so I'm Gucci. Look, I'm fine. I'm good. I healed like Wolverine, dog. I healed like Wolverine. Your pain level is off the scales. Listen, I surprised myself with this one. Though. I'm not even gonna hold you. And Eero is my witness because I was out there in London. Eero, Jazz, Karen, fucking Tal, like everybody saw. I was out there walking around on it. I was dancing on it. Whole time shit was actually broken. I didn't know. I thought it was just like a really bad sprain. The night that I did it, like less than 4 hours later, I had to be on the plane. You were walking, dancing, and all kinds, bro. I was getting it. But everybody that saw it was like in person was like, oh my god. I was like, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad. Bleeding into the boot. I don't think it's that bad. I don't care. I'm straight. That's them chocolate bones you got. They heal fast thing. Not the chocolate bones. I'm saying. Not the chocolate bones. You silly. You silly. But yeah, you know what? I would do it all over again, bro. Hopefully you coming to Thailand in February? You better come on, man. You better, Eero. Yeah, the videos of foreigners acting the food there is crazy. Yeah, they be getting their ass whooped though. You can look it up on on TikTok or YouTube. Thai locals beat up foreigners. It happens more regularly than you would think. One thing that I realize about Thai people, they be with the shits. Now I know why my nephew's mom is turned the way she is. Like, I thought that Teresa was just like the way she was because of how she was raised, you know what I'm saying, in her life. She's been through a lot. And I was like, oh, okay. And I thought that's the reason why she was so turned, because she's all of like 4'11", bro. She's not very tall at all. And then I went to Thailand and I was like, oh. Nah, they really are all with the shits. They really are all with the shits. Oh, y'all all finna be there in February. Oh, we finna, yeah. I was like, bro, I gotta go, because I have never been to Fa's birthday. So I was like, dog, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. So what's y'all's favorite shows right now? What shows are y'all watching right now that's like, that's what y'all, that you think is the best, or what do you think is the best show so far in 2025? Love Design, that's what you're watching right now? Yeah, Love Design is good. The Prison GL, so Claire Bell, the Prison GL. Dangerous Queen, Poison's Love, Safe Zone, Best Show, Claire Bell, Love Design, Claire Bell, Somewhere Somehow, Dangerous Queen, Loving Poison's Love Design, Claire Bell. Claire Bell only got one episode in. Y'all already like, this is the one. My Safe Zone, Poisonous Love. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for My Safe Zone to get 2 more episodes in. Runaway, I saw the thumbnail for that and I was like, should I react to it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to check out the trailer. Roller Coaster was amazing. Currently watching Harmony Secret. Roller Coaster was decent until the last episode. Then that whole, you can literally throw, and this is so unfortunate because I mean the ending of a series means more than anything. You can throw that whole fucking series away because of that last episode. I'm sorry. It's the same way they ruined The Sopranos. I'm sorry. I don't care. I said it. Roller Coaster was good until it wasn't. And then it was really bad. I don't know. That ending was terrible, bro. I mean, like, really bad. Like, it's like they just threw, like, they just had, like, leftover scenes. They just had leftover scenes and then made it work. And then, there was no... I feel like they could have gave us at least another episode or something. Like, tell us something. They spent so much time on that damn beach scene. Bro, you could have cut that shit like 3/4 of the way out and gave us more conversation and dialogue or a time lapse or something. Show us something that happened in between. You just jumped 2 years later and then now we at the gallery and now you... And why is he having a conversation with her and she not talking to either one of them? That was such a weird choice that she talked to Lamp instead of talking to Loft or to Air. Like, I was very put off. I was very, very put off. Like I said, that series was decent, even though it was toxic as hell. That series was decent until that last episode. That last episode, I'm talking like that joint just really just screwed it up, like real bad. The way you end something is, come on now, you already know. Player is really good too. Is that Isis joint? Because I tried to watch that one. Maybe I need to try again. I'm sorry. That joint was kind of cringy. Oh, I gotta watch more episodes. Okay. Poisonous Love and Love Design. Yeah, I have to say right now, Poisonous Love and Love Design are probably the best ones right now. And after Poisonous Love goes off, which is this last episode, I think it's this week, yeah. And then Love Design is gonna be the one. Yeah, Love Design is good. Dangerous Queen, like I said, Dangerous Queen, I think that y'all are just happy because she's like a strong woman who doesn't back down, but she's also a predator and a bully. And if she was a man, y'all would not be rooting for them to get together because she would be a walking fucking red flag. Like a major red flag. But it's a girl, so I guess it's okay. She's very pushy. Pushy is putting it lightly. If a dude did what she did to a woman in that storage room, kissing her without consent, y'all would be yelling SA and y'all would be talking to the people at the precinct. Y'all would be talking to the people at the precinct. So... we not finna do that. We not finna double standard that joint. That joint. Y'all know how I feel about that. A predator, I don't care what a predator. I don't care if a predator wearing lipstick, heels, or, you know, a 3-piece suit or whatever. Like, a predator is a predator. Men, women, all alike. And I didn't like her energy. That girl just told you she been abused and she been used by this man and that person and this, that, the third. And then and she even said it. She was like, bro, I just got done telling you that. Why would you take advantage of me after I just got done telling you that? She was like, I don't care about none of that. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's the same thing with Poisonous Love in the first episode. Now, I did say that. I said the same thing about Poisonous Love first episode. I said, bruh, if that was a man, even though she took Shorty home, the part that was too much was the hickey. Because technically you could say, okay, well, the kiss was consensual, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, fine. But the moment that she realized that how incapacitated, I mean, really she shouldn't have kissed her because she knew how incapacitated she was because she got in her car. But okay, let's chalk that up to like just nervousness or not knowing what to do. Okay, cool. So you get her back to your apartment. Only thing she should have done was put Shorty in the bed and put a blanket over her and walk the fuck out. All that standing there watching her strip and all of that, like that's too much of a temptation. And then they kiss and then she falls on the bed. And then she's passed out, basically. And Shorty was like, I'm going to go ahead and... You know what I mean? I wouldn't kiss Mayweather without consent. Okay, well... To be honest, all of Look Me's characters kiss Sonya's characters without consent. Remember Affair? Their first kiss. She didn't consent to that. Sonya's characters without consent. Remember Affair? Their first kiss. She didn't consent to that. Their second kiss. Well, no, the bathtub scene. She didn't consent to that. She kept telling her no, stop. Then you take it to the scene after in episode 6 when they had to fight. She didn't consent to that. She pushed Shorty against the wall and she was like, no. And she was like, I don't want to be no mistress. And she was like, well, then just lay there. I'll do all the... Just lay there. Like I said, there is a toxic thread of misogynoir. There really is. But because they're women... The same behavior that we would call toxic masculinity, because a man is doing it, a woman is doing it, and we champion it. We think it makes them romantic and daring and dangerous and ooh, I love it. But it's really, really, really toxic, guys. That's why I like wholesome shit sometimes. Like, I'm cool with some of these, but I like, bro, Somewhere Somehow is my shit. It's so wholesome. It is so wholesome. I really like it. I mean, I really, really genuinely like it. These girls loved each other. They fell in love and technically they fell in love in middle school. But, they went through high school and college and they got together in college and that didn't last very long, but they were still deeply in love. And then they both waited 7 years for each other, even though one was waiting because she was in pain and angry and the other one was waiting because she was just going to try to win her girl back, but at the same time, give her the life that she wanted. At the same time, she ain't know she was giving her the life that she wanted. Child, it's so wholesome. And neither one of them mess with dudes. That's the thing. Like, I appreciate that. Because every time we turn around, they trying to introduce a man or somebody leaving a man or whatever the case. You be like, oh my God. Why can't y'all just be gay? Why is it always got to be a man in a mix? Why y'all can't just be gay? And even though they tried to put a man in the mix with this one, it was never that. That's what I like. Like, it was never, it was never, the thing that I like about Peem and Poon is that she never ever gave this dude the impression, even when they was getting engaged and everything, she was like, I will never marry you. I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. I will never fucking love you. I love that Nam finally got her man, right? My man. They've been dancing around each other for how many series now? They so cute. Mommy Hang, and Nam, P-Nam. They are so cute. They're the only heterosexual couple that I ship out of Thailand. Oh, no. Them and Nadik and Yaya. Them, Nautica and Yaya, for sure. Oh, and Davika and her man. I love Davika and her man. Will Store felt really wholesome to me too. I think it's slept on. It probably is slept on because I know I'm for damn sure I ain't watching it. This is the first time I catch one of your lives. I am actually happy about it. Oh, Lydia, thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. Will Store was Yeah, I had no desire to watch it. I think I saw the trailer. That's how and yeah. And that should tell you something. If I can't even remember the trailer, then I know that junk was like it was some poo. It was some poo. But you know what? I'm really digging love design right now. Cause I like the slow. I like a slow burn sometimes. Sometimes you don't need them to jump all in and be like, here you go. Sometimes you wanna just like let it, just let some shit build. And it was good. It was very good. Unlimited Love. Oh, that's right. I forgot I'm watching Unlimited Love. I am watching Unlimited. See, I'm not even considering Unlimited Love. Ooh, child, I'm ashy. Don't let you see that. I'm not even considering Unlimited Love a GL right now because I'm not believing any of the storylines. Like, it's overall funny, but them trying to get I don't believe any of the love connections that they're trying to make. They're forcing this shit hard in a mug, and I don't believe, and not even Fine Charlotte, which is crazy. I don't even believe them. I don't believe any of the love stories that they're trying to force. But the acting and everything like that, and just the interactions between all the girls are really funny and hilarious. I really like that. But I'm not rooting for none of them couples. I usually just rewatch Us the series. It's my comfort show. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. I am so just like in love with Us the series. You know why? Because y'all know I always have like my little spiels about every show that I watch. Us the series was the most realistic and relatable. You just got like a 20-some-year-old chick who falls out with her family. She living paycheck to paycheck, trying to put herself, just trying to make her ends meet while still trying to figure out what she wants to do. Then she needs a cheap dentist appointment. So she goes to the student dental clinic. She meets a dental student who, is really sad, but something about her is intriguing. And then next thing you know, they become friends. And then her brother also meets this same dental student, and he falls in love with her too. But Dokrak, she's just a sweetheart. She just want to cater to everybody, especially her big brother. So she's like, okay, so she hooks her brother up with the chick that she's in love with and who she fell in love with first, but by using her own drawings. And then it's just so sweet, man. And then it's like the whole vengeance plot and everything like that. Like it was all, to me, Us the series was the most natural, well acted, chemistry off the chain between the mains, and none of the other storylines overshadowed the main storyline. My only complaint, and I said this before, my only complaint was in the last few episodes. I felt like they spent too much time on everybody else. The fucking show is called Us. Bitch, not all of us. It's called Us, not all of us. All right? And I didn't like the fact that they spent a little too much time on them side characters at the end. You know what I mean? I would have much rather spent a little bit more time with Pam and Dokrak, towards the end, just seeing them lovey-dovey. But, but again, it was still a very good series, still very well rounded, really well written, really well acted, chemistry off the chain. I love me some Emmy Bonnie. Love me some Emmy Bonnie. It is, bro. This one is called Us, not all of us. But But I'm not gonna hold y'all up too long. I gotta get ready to go anyway. My mom going to Lowe's and then she heading over this way, so I'm about to go use the potty real quick. I'm about to go, but I will upload this to YouTube later on today. And I will be going live on Twitch later on today. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Like your reactions on Broken of Love. Oh my God. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for 5's new series. Top 5 series of all time. Of all time. Top 5. I'm not gonna put them in any particular order. I'm just gonna say these are my top 5. Affair, Petrichor, Loyal Pen, Us, and the Secret of Us. That's what it is right now. Like I said, not in any particular order, but yeah, Petrichor, Loyal Pen, Us the series, Affair, The Secret of Us. Those are my jams right now. Those are the ones that I will always go back to. Those are the ones. What about Gap? The Loyal Pen was way better than Gap. I could watch and I do watch the Loyal Pen over and over and over and over again. No, Gap is not my top 5. Loyal Pen was way better. What? Are you serious? Loyal Pen was way better than Gap. That's crazy. What about Blank? Blank is definitely top 10, but I mean, like, y'all got to think about it, man. About when Blank came out, there was only like, when Blank came out, all we had was Gap, Show Me Love, Love Bully, Affair, and Loyal Pen, right? Or something like that. Or no, Secret of Us. So, I mean, so many other shows have come out that are better than Blank. Just like shows have come out that are better than Gap. Are you liking Unlimited Love or not? It's funny. I like it, but I'm not liking it like because it's like a GL. Like I'm not looking forward to ooey gooey tingly feelings. I'm not getting that from it. And honestly, you know what? I think Blank also kind of fell out of favor with me just because of everything that happened with the boycott. Because, you know, I don't go back and watch the episodes anymore like I used to. And even though I know that people put them in other areas and stuff like that, you just know it's just so much more convenient being able to watch it on YouTube. And since I don't watch it on YouTube, I really don't watch it like that anymore. And that's unfortunate. So, it's hard to go back and watch it sometimes, too. I just be like, bruh. I got that white line. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that. Sorry about that, guys. Unlimited Love is like a bad reality show. I love it. Yeah, it's kind of got that chaotic, hectic vibe where it's like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Now that I'm kind of getting it, I'm like, if that's what they were going for, they nailed it. If that's not what they were going for, then they leave much to be desired. I just watch yours when I miss them. Oh my God. I just watch compilations, but I also haven't done that in a long time. I literally have just kind of like tuned all the way out, like, to be perfectly honest, because that's how I am. But y'all gotta understand that I'm an Aquarius. That's how I compartmentalize. That's how I heal. That's how I move on so fast, is I just take some shit out of the, you know, focus box and put it in the non-focus box. And so that's kind of like what I did with Fayoko. Once I realized that we was like spinning our wheels, and, you know, I'm still in support of the boycott. I just do it, to me, at significant times. But the moment that both Fi and Yoko was like, please let it go, please let's move on, da da da. I know some people will be like, no, they have to say that. We must stay strong. What they have to say has nothing to do, has no bearing on how we carry forward. Bitch, this is not the Crusades, all right? Shorty, they said move on. Now, whether they saying that because they want privacy or whether they saying that because they really want us to move on and they both tired of being reminded of each other, I'm gonna fucking move on. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't get paid by neither one of them. I need to move on. Like, sheesh. That's all I be trying to tell people. I love and respect everybody, you know what I'm saying? But man, good Lord. Like some of y'all, I be like, sometimes I see some Fayoko stuff pop up on my timeline. I be like, bitch, it's something to do. I be like, you still got something to do? That's crazy. I admire the dedication though for the ones that's still in there. Y'all hanging tough, bruh. Are there any new couples that you like? Yeah, I like I call them Gin and Juice, but from Poisonous Love. I really like them. I like them. But I don't ship them because of what's the name being 19 though. But I like them as a pair. He said I also compartmentalize. I'm a Libra. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I have to. But y'all know who my people are in this order. Ingla is my bias. Alright? Look Me and Sonia is my obsession. Alright? Ling Orm is my addiction. Alright? Emmy Bonnie is my hobby. Okay? And Fayoko is my trauma. That's y'all should know that by now. I will give you any further updates if and when times or pairing change. But right now, that's what it is. Inglass is my bias. Look Me Sonya is my obsession. Langorm is my addiction. Emmy Bonnie is my hobby. Fayoko is my trauma. And there you have it. There you have it. Y'all want to see Papa? I hear you, Papa. Come see Mommy. Come see Mommy. You so good. You just be over here being quiet. Go pee-pee. Go pee-pee. I know you got to. That joint probably done full. Let's replace it. Good boy. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Where you going? Come here. Come here. Hold on. Woo. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right, man. Okay. Stand up. Stand up. All right, come on. Come see the people. Come see the people. Yeah. You show them your Eagles? Look. See, I got my Eagles. Got my Eagles jersey onto the. Okay, you got my hair in your paw. And then you biting on my finger. Get it together, boy. Quit eating mommy's hair. Say hi. Say hi, Bubba. Say hi. Poppy with the drip. Listen, Papa, my baby stay dripped out. Him stay dripped out. Him stay dripped out. Tell him. Say I stay dripped. Nah. You don't need that. Tell him. Say I stay dripped out. He's so cute. My first time seeing Papa. Look at Papa. They saying hi, Bubba. They saying hi, Bubba. He just want to bite me. They saying and lick me. They saying hi, Papa. I love content that comes out from a new ship whose show just came out. Service me. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you. It really be like that though. It really be like that. They be laying it on thick when them new girls come out. Cause some of them, that be making me nervous for them though. Because some of these girls I'm seeing, they coming out and I think they feel like they have to go hard in order to compete, with the top 5 or the top 3. And it's overly cringe, bro. He's growing fast. He's getting big, y'all. Remember I used to be able to put him in air gel with one hand? Like, I technically can still, but look at him. My baby's getting big, bro. Like, somebody lied. This lady said he was going to be a toy. No, I'm just playing. She told me he was going to be a toy Kava Poo. Baby, where is the toy at? Because he getting heavy. He's getting heavy. I get that. Hi, I follow you on Twitter and YouTube. My first time catching you live. Thank you, Sanchez. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ow! Yes, that hurt. Ow, boy. Frame was looking so gorgeous with that Thai traditional costume yesterday. I know. So was Ling and Orm. Oh my God, they all look so good. They look so good. Doopa 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 doopa. Quit trying to bite mommy. Quit trying to bite mommy. Quit trying to... He trying to bite. He can't get to my hand because of the way it's playing. Oh. Stop. Stop. He want all the smoke he do every time. Stop. Quit trying to bite. This why your ass be in the pen. Stop. Papa reminded me of Yoko biting fire. Listen, this is way less sexy. Look how he's trying to bite me. You look at these people, they can see you. Yeah, show them how you really be acting. Better when they drop those sharp puppy teeth. Yeah, I'll be glad when he gets done with these. Stop it. But look at my baby, an Eagles fan. Yeah. Eagles, baby. You show them your jersey. Show them your jersey. Show them your jersey. Quit trying to bite mommy. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Get it together. I need real good screenwriters to come into the GL and give us some good stories with adults in them. Yeah, but it's about what the industry is going to pick, though. Because remember, it's also just a cultural thing. Like, we might think that they need to better writers, but they might think they got the best writers. And see, also you have to remember that, like, how these shows perform globally is not a reflection of how they perform in Thailand. Like, a lot of the shows were really, really popular globally, like Blank, but in Thailand, it was like bottom. It was at the bottom. And then you have shows that were really, really popular globally, like Only You. Actually, Only You did pretty decent in Thailand too, though. But it wasn't super it wasn't super popular globally. And like I said, it did pretty good in Thailand. So he's teething, yes, very much so. He has a ton of teething rings and ropes and everything like that. But he doesn't care when he can just bite on my finger. Or my bracelets. Yeah, I'm wondering how the Thai fans are receiving the news of the new show with the 16-year-old. I don't know. We just, like I said, we just talked about that. I think that see, the thing about it is Thai people know what it is in their culture. They know that all them people aren't dating. So I think that they'll be able to handle it perfectly fine because they're not going to have any expectation of those women dating. Because, I mean, we've had, young girls paired before with Freen and Becky, with Shelly Pundao, with, even Ling and Orm when they first, I mean, they have the biggest age gap right now, Ling and Orm, but I think as long as people understand that these women are just acting, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think that they'll do a good job of protecting the 16-year-old and making sure she's not... I mean, y'all act like that girl about to be shooting, PORN. We don't know what they're going to have them shoot or how tame or their love scenes, if they have serious love scenes, are going to be. It could be something super wholesome. You just got to give it a chance, you know what I'm saying? Or not. I mean, that's also up to you, too. Like I said, I probably won't watch it just because I just can't. I don't want to. Because in my head, I'm always be like, oh my gosh, she's 16. But if you want to watch this boy, look at him, he's trying to bite me so bad. But if you want to watch it, then just watch it and understand that these women are just actresses and don't overly objectify or sexualize them outside of the characters that they're supposed to be portraying, because that's what makes it weird. Look at you trying to bite mommy. Look at how they can see you. They can see you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You trying to bite me. Only You is really famous now in Thailand. It's not even a joke anymore. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It Only You performed really well. Oops, sorry, Papa. Only You performed really well in Thailand. That's what I'm saying. It didn't necessarily perform great globally, but it performed very well in Thailand. It's his love language. Boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's the come on. Come on, Pop. No, I'm not finna chase you. We're not finna do this. we not finna do this. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I love you, sir. But anyway. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna really get off this time. He's a trip. Got to keep that one in check. Off topic, what do you think about the Noah situation? Oh, baby, you already spoke on that. That was the first thing we talked about. I'm gonna post this at the on my YouTube. You can go and see what I You can go see what I said. Jazz, leave my baby alone. You always come when he bothering me and be trying to defend him because I'm disciplining him. So bye. Karen, what's up, baby? Are you ready for Christmas? Yep, because I'm not putting up a single decoration, not with a new puppy. I told my mom to put up all of the decorations. All of them. What's up, friend? What's up, Karen? Next inner circle. The next inner circle, what's today? Thursday? Realistically, probably Saturday. Because today, I'm doing Twitch. Today or tomorrow. LMAO, me, me. Look, Mom, snow globe area. Did she add more? Man, listen, y'all should see that woman. Yeah, so now that she can move it into the basement, don't worry, I will be showing you guys the full village. So now it's going to the basement because she needs more space, and it's already 2 tables long. So I don't know why she needs more space. It doesn't fit in the living room anymore. Any rabbit holes on Saturday? Yeah, I got a couple for sure. Do you take Papo to do errands with you? Absolutely. When I know I'm going to be out for a while, I'll take him. But if it's going to be like a little quick 20-minute, 30-minute joint, I have not left him alone in the house yet, even though I have the whatchamacallit, the baby monitor. I have not left him alone in the house yet. I've only gone upstairs and left him downstairs. He whines for you. I mean, you hear I put him in his pen and he doesn't cry. He's pretty good. Like when he sees me go downstairs and he hears the front door open, he'll cry for a little bit, but then, he gets over it. And I make sure I listen out for that. He gets over it really quickly. He does not suffer from puppy anxiety or separation anxiety. Well, sometimes he does. It just depends. Not really. Sometimes he does, and most times he doesn't, though. Clarabelle reaction. Yes, I will be doing Clarabelle on Twitch. Twitch tonight or tomorrow, you said? Yep. What's up, Carrie? Can I join the inner circle? I haven't, because I'm scared that you'll block me because I don't talk much. Nah, you can join the inner circle. I prefer if you don't talk much. I mean, the least likely you are to run and tell the wrong thing or say something out of context. So yeah, it's and honestly at this point, I can only regulate it as much as I can regulate it. Anybody that takes anything that I say and takes it out of the, inner circle and takes it out of context, they're going to be made to look like a fool, like always. Because I keep it a buck. I tell the truth. I don't make up shit. I always say when it's speculation. I always say when it's just my opinion. I always say that. So people can get mad about whatever they want to get mad about. I talk about topics that nobody else wants to talk about. And I do it behind a paywall because I would like to preserve the actual space when we're having the conversations. But however people take what I say and interpret it after the fact, that's on them. I really can't give 2 shits anymore. Mama Truth building a bigger city with her Christmas decorations. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. She bought, I think we have a spa now, a college. I think we already had a ski resort, so we might have 2 of those now. What else did she? There's so much. There's so much. So much. I think we got a bookstore. We might have already had a bookstore, but I think we got a bookstore. Hopefully you give us a tour of it again this year. Oh, I will. I'm going to do it every year because every year it just seems like it's getting bigger and bigger and more ridiculous. And I already know she's going to be asking me the table that's in my kitchen right now. She's going to be asking me if I can bring it over so that she can use it. I already know. Damn, it's been almost a year since we've seen the Christmas Village. Yup. That's normally how Christmas work. They like a year apart. Christmas tends to be a year, 365 days apart every year. Yeah. Anyway, Inglot were being gay. Like really gay. Like really gay. That lineman interview. Her lineman live was very interesting, wasn't it? Saw some things. Yeah, they different. You couldn't even pay them to do that shit. That little pinch in the cheek shit. You couldn't pay them. When they was in their darkest days. We talking about them like it's the Lord of the Rings. When we was in our darkest days. Felt like night would never lift. 'Twas darkness every day, all day. Like we was never out from underneath their cloud. But child, oh no. Oh, they being nasty. Y'all think they being nasty? Oh my God, I wish I could say more here, but I can't. But I will say this. This is what I will say. And without saying too much, y'all mind you, don't be putting too much in the comments. But I will say this. I noticed that somebody ain't been liking somebody else's pictures since somebody came back from a certain place with somebody else. Even though that somebody else that came back tried to keep the lights going. But that other somebody, I think, because that somebody thought that maybe they was going to be more than friends. But I don't think it was ever given the impression that they was going to be more than friends. But then after the so-and-so had left and went to that place with the other person and then had came back, I think they realized, oh no, we really ain't gonna be nothing more than friends. And so now they don't even want to like shit on Instagram. It's cute though. But so-and-so was a quick learner though, because the other joint took like like 3 years. Shorty just wouldn't get it. Bro, listen. If you let me, I'm gonna give y'all a real quick life lesson before I go. If you trying to talk to somebody and you've been talking to them for 3 years, but every time y'all not talking or every time they just feel like it, they run off to kick it with somebody else, and it's the same person that they've been doing it with consistently for like 3 years, save yourself. Leave. Because see, what you have tricked yourself into thinking is you think that they keep coming back to you. So you think you are the anchor. But the truth is you're not the anchor. You're the buoy. And at any given time, a motherfucker can replace that buoy. You just a bitch floating, enjoying the vibe, enjoying the wave right now. But if a new buoy come in town, and technically that buoy was there before you got buoyed, but then you got buoyed and you thought you was booed, not buoyed. But then the real boo came along, got buoyed and booed, And now you sitting there like, boo. Oh, boo. But Shorty's a quick learner, though. The new buoy was like, nah, I could tell I'm just a buoy. The new buoy knew they was a buoy. I love that. The new buoy. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate the gift, sweetie. The new buoy. The buoy. I love that. The new buoy. Thank you, lovely. I appreciate the gift, sweetie. The new buoy. Yes, my queen.
I just left Lowe's. I'm on my way to you.
All right. Me and the baby will be ready.
Okay.
All right. Doodles.
See you a little bit.
All right. Child. To be a fly on them marble motherfucking floors and walls up in Five's house. I just mad. I just know. Shorty said she ain't never tasted Charlotte. Charlotte looked and said, oh, we lying today? Why did you look at that? Bitch, I'm a princess. I'm a princess. I'm a princess. Thank you. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, baby. Yo, I gotta go. I'm gonna go use the restroom before mommy comes, but don't worry. I will be back. We will be on Twitch later on. We lied to these people now. Like, she literally looked at it. She was like, that's why I was like, she fuck grabbed her like, bitch, play along. He's like, you laughing too hard. Bring your ass back over here and sit up straight and put on a face that looks like you believe what I'm saying. Charlotte was over there giggling. Thank you, Pinky. Sending all the cute shit. All right, y'all. I gotta go for a bite. Love you. This is.